A satanic power had taken over our whole country, which had been able to occupy key positions in our intellectual and spiritual life and in our political and economic life. From these key positions, they were able to control and monitor the whole nation. This power has at the same time the ability to persecute legally those who fight against it and prevent others from creating a resistance to its advance.
What if I told you that one of the biggest luxury brands in the world literally translates to Baal is king, and your favorite celebrities are wearing it, promoting it, worshiping it, and you thought it was just fashion?
Wait, what brand?
Balenciaga. Balenciaga. Break it down. Baal is king in Latin, hidden in plain sight, on every red carpet, in every music video, on bodies worth billions. A few years ago, this thing got really so much heat because this brand name translates to Baal is the king, but today, it doesn't show the same translation. It's called as a mistake in translation, and I have seen the translation myself back a few years ago. But what you will see about it next will blow your mind. But before you call me crazy, let me tell you who Baal really is, because once you know, you'll never see the world the same way again. In Surah As-Saffat, Allah tells us about Prophet Ilyas, peace be upon him. He was sent to a nation obsessed with an idol called Baal. Not just any idol, the one the elites worshipped for power, wealth, and control. Do you call upon Baal and forsake the best of creators? Prophet Ilyas asked them. But here's what your Islamic studies teacher probably never told you about Baal. Ibn Kathir explains that Baal wasn't originally an idol. It started as a title, lord or master, in ancient Semitic languages. The Phoenicians turned it into a deity. The Canaanites made it their chief god. By Prophet Ilyas's time, King Ahab and his wife Jezebel had made Baal worship the official state religion. Listen to this. They had 450 prophets of Baal, full-time, paid by the government, eating at the royal table. These weren't random pagans, these were the influencers of their time. The verified blue checks, the ones who told society what to think, what to worship, what to sacrifice. And what did Baal promise? Rain for crops, fertility, wealth, success, everything dunya, everything material. Sound familiar?
I'm getting Dajjal vibes from here.
Exactly. But here's where it gets dark, really dark. Baal worship required sacrifices. Not just animals, children. They would literally burn their kids alive in bronze statues of Baal while drums played loud enough to drown the screams. It was called passing through the fire. The elites did it first, then it became trendy, then normalized, then mandatory. As you can see today how many children goes missing in the United States every year, people finding human teeths in McDonald's. And the Balenciaga brand, they'd be posting literally stuff promoting sexual stuff related to children. As in this image, you can see a doll wearing sexual gears, and in the background is some satanic drawing. What does that mean? Because here's what nobody wants to admit. The top 1% of this world, they're not atheists. They worship something. And it's the same thing the elites have always worshipped. Baal, the promise of unlimited dunya. We still worship the same God. We still make the same sacrifices. We just do it differently now.
Astaghfirullah, you're saying they still…
I'm saying symbols don't lie. Pattern recognition. This isn't coincidence. It's continuation.
Bro, this is actually terrifying.
You know what's more terrifying? The Qur'an literally told us this would happen. The life of this world is made attractive for those who disbelieve, and they mock those who believe. But those who fear Allah will be above them on the day of resurrection. Prophet said, "The dunya is a prison for the believer and paradise for the disbeliever." But it gets deeper. You know what Baal's full title was? Baal Zebub, Lord of the Flies. The one who controls decay, the one who thrives on corruption. The Prophet told us about the Dajjal. He will have with him paradise and fire, but his paradise will be fire and his fire will be paradise. Same formula, same deception, same target audience, the elite, and those who desperately want to be them.
So Baal is connected to Dajjal?
Baal is the rehearsal for Dajjal. Every society that accepted Baal worship followed the same pattern. First, the elites adopt it quietly. Then, celebrities normalize it. Then, youth imitate it. Finally, everyone either joins or gets cancelled. The Prophet said about Dajjal, 70,000 Jews from Isfahan will follow him wearing Persian shawls. But here's what's wild. He also said the Bedouins and women will be his biggest followers. Why? Because they'll be impressed by his wealth and miracles. Now, think about who follows these celebrities wearing Balenciaga, who defends them no matter what they do, who copies everything they wear, say, promote, the same demographic that'll fall for Dajjal. They're not preparing for Dajjal. They're preparing you for Dajjal.
This is actually making sense now.
But here's the historical fact that'll shake you. Every single civilization that embraced Baal worship collapsed. The Phoenicians? Gone. The Canaanites? Wiped out. King Ahab's kingdom? Destroyed. Because Allah's promise in the Qur'an is clear. They enjoyed themselves for a while, then there came to them what they were promised. The modern West, rising mental illness, declining birth rates, family structure collapsed, gender confused, children depressed, adults medicated, society fragmenting, all the signs of a dying civilization, all the symptoms of Baal worship.
But they control everything.
For now. The Prophet told us that before Dajjal appears, there will be 3 years of deception. In the first year, the sky will withhold 1/3 of its rain. The second year, 2/3. The third year, everything. People will be so desperate, so broken, so spiritually starved, that when Dajjal arrives with his fake miracles, they'll worship him instantly, because they've been programmed for generations to worship whoever provides. And who controls the world now? The same 1% wearing Baal is king. The same families that own your banks, your media, your governments. They're not random billionaires. They're inheritors of an ancient system. A system that started with Baal and will end with Dajjal. But here's what they don't want you to know. Prophet Ilyas won. He stood alone against 450 prophets of Baal. He challenged them to call upon their God. They cut themselves, danced, screamed from morning to noon. Baal didn't answer, because Baal can't answer. He's nothing but a recycled lie. Then Ilyas called upon Allah once. And you know what happened after that? That same power that destroyed Baal's prophets? It's still here. The same Allah who protected Ilyas. He's still protecting believers. Whoever memorizes 10 verses from the beginning of Surah Kaf will be protected from the Dajjal. 10 verses, that's it. That's your armor against the greatest fitna in human history. While they're spending thousands on Balenciaga, you could be investing in verses that'll actually protect you. And the scariest part? They're winning. The 1% who openly wear Baal is king control more wealth than the bottom 50% combined. They shape culture. They decide what's cool. They literally run the world. If this exposed something you needed to see, subscribe. Not because I'm special, I'm nobody, but because we're building an army too. An army that recognizes the signs. That sees through the designer deception. That chooses Allah when the whole world chooses Baal. But we know better. We know the real king, and that's the only knowledge that'll save you. And if you want to know more about Dajjal, we have made a detailed video on it. You should check it out before the curtain falls. And wallahi, it's already falling.